we go. Look at that guy.
All right, Andy. So I threw a little Lions at you here. All right. So in this segment, for people new to the show, we show each other our sales of the week, and we guess each other's score, and the chat guesses as well. All right, let me get to mine first here, Andy. Remove that.
All right, what do we got here? It's an Army Navy game.
But yeah, this is a 1922 Army Navy game ticket.
Okay.
Ticket stub. Yeah. So, now, interesting thing about Army Navy game. Maybe I shouldn't even tell you too much. I should let you falter on your own. But Army Navy games are interesting. Where if you have like later Army Navy stuff, like 1960s, the value is pretty insignificant. I think they produce so much of that stuff. When you get like pre-World War II, it's a little rarer, a little harder to find, and that stuff sells pretty well. So,
okay. All right, so you said 1922. You said this is?
Yes, 1922.
So I can ask you questions about this as well, right? Okay. So was there any significant player that played in this game that you know of?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay. I know that factors into the cost sometimes on those.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is just the ticket stub. Like, it's not the full ticket then, right? That's not what a full ticket would look like. So
correct.
The full ticket, that would be insanely rare, right?
Yeah, so the full ticket would have been like another 3/4 of that ticket. This is only like the stub that they would take. They would tear off like the rain check stub and give it to the people. That in case they cancel the game, you can get back in with that stub.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I do think this is pretty expensive. Like you said, I think it's a little before.
We got BD at $45 with a guess.
That's a good.
Yeah, Mark Oil at $89.
I think I like Mark's. I think he's kind of in a closer range. I think it may even be over $100. So, God, yeah, this is tough. How big? It's pretty small, right?
Yeah, it's a couple
inches, 4 inches or something. Yeah.
2 inches tall by 1 inch wide.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go with $105.
$105. So I'll give a second on the chat. So we have 45 from BD, 89 from Mark Hoyle. And you watch that for a second too while I find your answer here.
Find my answer. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. If you won or lost, in other words.
Yeah, I think maybe I overshot. I don't know. I feel like these are pretty.
MNOP, $59 guess.
Yeah.
All right. Let's shall see here. Let's go. That does not look like a success there. All right, let me find the price. Here we go.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it was undershot.
Yeah.
I thought it. Yeah.
I tried to help you out with my preamble.
I know. $100 for a little tiny piece of a paper, though. Come on.
Yeah. That's Mr. Cubs fan. Yeah, $40 guess. Thanks for. I don't think I've seen that name before, Mr. Cub fan. So thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was a strong one.
Did you put it up for that too? And that was what
I think it was. Yeah, I don't think somebody came in with an offer on that one. I think they just bought it outright. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though. I mean, it does. I mean, you can only imagine if it had like some significance. I don't know. Staubach went there, right? I guess that's a little later though.
Yeah, much later. Yeah. But even Staubach stuff, because that's in that mass-produced era. There's not a huge value there.
Gotcha.
Some of the most expensive things I've sold were Army Navy game items. I had a trophy ball from the 1919 Army Navy game. It was the winning field goal that was kicked. So some of that stuff brings pretty big money. I mean, bigger than this. But yeah, so pretty nice sale there.
Well, keep your eyes open for that thing. Apparently, for Army Navy stuff, early Army Navy stuff.
Oh, okay, awesome, Josh. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Let's do it. It's kind of interesting because there's a couple, both the pennants I'm going to be featuring today on the recent sales have some significance. How does that come through? Is that big?
Jim Harbaugh action. That's good. Yeah.
Actually, it was before the game too. So, but it was kind of interesting that both of these have a little bit of significance. So, yeah. So anyway, these are cool. These are some of we have a bunch of these. We got a bunch of these in our group. Most of them are kind of from this age. I would say like maybe late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen this pennant before.
I know it's actually one of the cooler ones. There's a
Yeah.
couple that are like that. They're kind of, most of them are kind of basic that have like the caricature person on there and something like that. This one I thought was kind of more interesting because it's got X's and O's behind it. Like,
a little more going on in the background.
And he becomes a future coach. And there's another one that's got Eddie. Who's that running back? Eddie from Tennessee, not Tennessee.
Eddie George.
Eddie George. Like, it's the weirdest pen. It's like him, and then it's got his like stats. Like he's like 6'2", 230. Like, it was no other pen I've ever seen is listed like the height and weight. But
anyway. It is interesting. What's up, Chris? Thanks for joining us tonight, man. Yeah, this is my. I own this jersey. I think I bought this in like the late 90s. So this is my.
Who is this? Iverson?
It's Iverson. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Champion Iverson.
All right, so let's chat. Feel free to guess on this as well.
All right, so we have a caricature pennants typically don't bring big money, but I've never seen this pennant, and I've handled thousands upon thousands of pennants. Bears is always a strong seller, even though they haven't been good for several years. The Bears stuff is still a decent seller. Obviously, you had the topical stuff going on with Michigan, and maybe he's going to the NFL soon.
Yep.
Yeah, I think BD's guess is probably pretty close. I think she's probably a little high. I mean, she might know better than me, but I'm gonna guess. I mean, Mark is 55. I always go with the 99s. I like whether I'm selling a price or guessing a price. I always guess a 99.
Okay.
So I'm gonna guess 39.99.
All right.
Oh wow, MNOP came right at 39 too. So we're in the same mindset. Me too, Chris. Yeah, I'm a huge Iverson fan.
All right.
Le who, the her.
Unfortunately, that is a loss for Keith. Let me put it up what the actual sale price was.
We're all about the same. We're all in the same ballpark over here in the chat.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you what the price is because this
That's
thing it's not popping up. Came in at $30. So
okay, all right. So we're all pretty close.
You were close. It was we had it up for $34.99 and it accepted the price. Yeah,
that's the thing with, even though it's a rare pennant, caricature pennant sort of had a limit to what you can get on them, right? We're not gonna get a $300 caricature pennant unless it's autographed or something. I mean, maybe
I've only seen probably the only ones really I've ever seen that were like close to $50 were like, I think Dennis Rodman was high for some reason. A couple basketball players were kind of high. Haven't seen a Jordan one. We didn't have a Jordan one in ours.
No, I sold Jordans a lot. They're not.
But I don't even think they're that much. Yeah,
like, not. I think I sold it for $40. Yeah, and that's probably more than it was worth, to be honest.
Yeah. So I would say most of the caricature pennants that we get are in that $20 to $40 range. I kind of hope that Harbaugh does leave. I think it's time for him to go. They have a pretty good, I guess he's an offensive coordinator come in. There we go. Look at that guy. All right,
Andy. So I threw a little Lions at you here. So this is a 1990s. Well, do you know what it is? I should ask first, other than a Lions hat.
There's some hints there. I believe it's a 1990s sports specialties hat, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you might be able to get a tag on the right there. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you just knew that. No. But you did. You did have that Michigan hat last week that was the similar style.
Yeah, I want to say that I may even have one of these too. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I have a different one. This is a sports specialties 1990s Lions script twill hat. They make these in wool and twill. This is a twill, new with tags, dead stock.
Ooh.
All right, so we have a couple guesses. So we have GFE sports cards, $28. And I think that's a new name for me too, Andy. So thank you for watching this, GFE.
Yeah, welcome.
We have Chris Page at $179.
Wow. Okay.
Dan and Demand at $79.99.
45. Okay.
Mark 45.
I'm concerned that
MNOP. I had to do some calculations here too at some point.
you better break out your. Okay.
Let me get my calculator. 125 for Mr. Cub fan.
Interesting. All right, guys, you have me second guessing a little bit. Maybe I don't know my hat.
By the way, let me add, Andy. This price is including shipping as well. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter too much, but it does include shipping.
So let me talk through this a little bit. A couple things I think you got going for it is that it's a new, with tags, right? So that,
Yes.
I mean, I think that adds some value to it. It's obviously brand new, unworn. I'm assuming the condition is essentially perfect, or no?
Yeah, that was dead stock. So yeah, you're right. That's a good question because sometimes modern hats, people might leave like the sticker on them, right? But nobody would leave a hang tag on the side of their hat like that back then. So yeah, this was never worn.
Wow, I think there's some good guesses out here. I might go a little lower than some of those big numbers, but I don't think it's a horrible guess. Yeah, Chris, this is what he actually sold it for.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, this is my. I sold this I think last week. These are all the sales we're showing are items we sold the previous week, like Sunday to Saturday. So that's the
okay. So I think my guess is I think it's under 200. So I think everybody said that too. I think it's over 100. So I think has a lot of people in it as well. I think it's probably. I'm going to go. Since nobody has said this, I'm going to go 165.
165. All right, 165. So let me
do the math on that. So the math is $16.50 either way.
No, I wasn't doing the math. I was just looking at the chat.
Okay.
So we have a lot of guesses here. So anywhere from 28 to I think 189. Yeah. So let me let Andy know how he did first.
Doesn't sound good to me. No, not liking it the way he's saying.
Le who, the her.
All right. I think I may have overshot. That's my guess.
So, yeah. But I will say, somebody else in the chat basically nailed it. So let me find the other screen here.
All right. Well, I don't feel that bad then.
So Mr. Cub fan, a penny off.
Woo!
Man, you had to watching his guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Josh. Nice guess, Josh.
Yeah. The one thing that you saw a lot of that I don't know yet. Really is the hats. Some of these, like, to me, like, I feel like they could be $20 and then you're selling for, 200. And then some of them are like, this thing, I would never wear this thing. And it's like a super, super rare hat, but.
Yeah. And that's the thing with hats too, for people who are out shopping at yard sales or flea markets. I mean, you're not going to go to a flea market, right, and find a Mickey Mantle 52 tops or even like a Babe Ruth bat for $1 likely. But you have a shot to find a hat for $1. I mean, I found a hat in my channel earlier this year that was a hat that I'm going to show later on in the episode that I bought for $1, and it's not $1 hat. So that you can make some awesome finds with hats.
See, Mr. Cubs fan was a ringer. He already he knew what he was talking about. So
yeah, nice.
All right,
it's
all good.
You gotta have it's knowledge is money in the reselling game or collecting game.
Yeah.
All right, Annie. First one's a bat. This is a 1920s Babe Ruth Jr. 32-inch Louisville Slugger bat. Junior bats, I'll give you a little. Junior bats typically aren't as strong as full-size bats.
Okay.
But 32 inches is pretty good. Thanks, Roman. Appreciate that.
I'm sorry. What was the date on this?
20s, 1920s.
So it's from.
This price includes shipping. Shipping is probably like $14.
Okay.
Promise.
Yeah. Feel free to guess in the chat. 1920s bat. Yeah. You throw these bats up here. I feel like it's not really fair because you threw up that $1,200 bat or $1,600 bat, and then there's ones in between.
That was a game use bat. A game use bat. This is a store model bat. So
okay. My guess is this is in the like 150 to 250 range. So I'm going to go 175 on this. See if I'm
175. All right, let me get back to my StreamYard.
I have a good feeling about that.
No, that was. Let me. What did you say again? What was your number again?
175.
So not
Wow.
not too close on that one. That's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean these bats, I feel like they're just all over the place. It's hard to tell.
well, for Babe Ruth is if you're going to find an early bat, Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb. Those are the two that it's going to be hard to get a Cobb or Ruth bat, even a junior model bat for this price or under. Really, they're going to be.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's the key there.
Was this part of that huge bat grab that you had, or no?
It was, yeah. That was
Okay.
that my recent video. Yeah, that I think it was like this collection had a hidden grail. That was what the Negro League bat came in.
Right. Okay. Let me pop up my pennant. That's also was kind of a good timing, I feel like. Here we should have actually put his name in the mix of the top nicknames. Do you remember what his nickname was? I think it's good. It's pretty good.
Bananas.
It was Barry Bananas Foster.
I never heard that before, but I just Bananas
yeah.
Foster is like a dessert or whatever, right?
I went to college with a big Steelers fan, so he would let me know
Makes
of
sense.
all of the All right, so what's your guess on this one?
All right, so this is not as good in my opinion as the Harbaugh, at least not as wide of a collecting base, but it's an obscure one. You don't see. I've never seen a Barry Foster pennant either. But it's probably gonna be pretty darn close to the Harbaugh. I think the Harbaugh brought 30. I guess 39.99. You're not a 99 kind of guy. I everything I list is not something 99. The psychological aspect of it.
Here's the thing though, too. Just because what it's sold for doesn't mean I listed it.
Yeah.
I could have listed it for something. It doesn't.
I got you. I'm gonna guess $34.
Okay. Let me just go real quick here. Well, wanted to see you fall that time.
Yeah.
And I will show you what I sold it for. Pretty random number.
Yeah. So yeah, that was right.
But yeah,
that wasn't your price. That's was an offer. I'm sure it was an offer. Why would someone offer that?
I don't know. Maybe you just thought
it's interesting.
That's weird.
That's cool though. I mean, that's about a going rate for a lot of caricature pennants, right? So even though that's a rare one, it's nice to move that stuff. What's up, Brandon? Thanks for joining us, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon. On those I feel like they're we got to move them. So it's like on that I'm
I would have burned.
I don't know what I put that. I think I put it up for $24.99 maybe, but anyway. But
let me do this real fast. So Andy, this is not the item, but I'm going to show you this first. See who those guys are?
Of course.
Yeah, it's like $6 usually to ship, Dan. So that's probably close to that. Yeah, maybe tax. Maybe he's factoring in tax. We got Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. But the reason I'm pulling this up
because he's wearing a Sixers hat. Is that why?
Exactly. Yeah. So here's the hat. So this is a hat that I bought at a yard sale for $1 with a Splash Kansas City Chiefs hat too. But it's a wool starter brand arch hat. And a lot of the 90s hats, Andy, are like some of the value. These are a little bit of a rare style, but some of the value is in the fact that a lot of hip hop artists and rappers in the 90s wore them, like Eazy-E, NWA, Fresh, Will Smith.
Okay. So this is not new tags. I need some condition.
This was worn. It had a couple moth holes. I cleaned it. It was worn, but it wasn't bad shape.
Interesting. I think, I don't think this is going to be nearly as expensive as the other one. My guess, I think you're going to be in the $50 to $75 range would be my guess.
Brandon's right in there in the same range with you.
Brandon has got the same idea that I have.
This is a shipped price too. Shipping's included. Shipping's probably like $5.
So you probably, I think you put it up for.
Well, first it's an Etsy sale, so there was no offer. They just came and bought it.
No, I know. I'm saying I think you put it up for. I think you put it up for $49.99 and it sold for $54. That would be my guess.
No. I mean, clarify, the price includes shipping. So the price that I'm going to give you is shipped.
I got you.
Yeah, they didn't make an offer. They just came and bought it.
I know. No, what I'm saying is
you're guessing 54.
Yes.
Okay, 54. So you have 79, 89.99, 129.99, 69.99. So let me do this real fast here.
He's not great with math, so I'm always concerned. So I'll probably
Ready, I'll kick your ass.
I've been on a bit of a losing streak recently. I was crushed before.
I didn't need math for this one, Andy.
Okay.
I didn't need that.
Yes, you did. Oh, geez.
Yeah. Yes, this is a strong one. This starter arch hats are good, but especially like NBA, like Sixers hats. I mean, this one's a strong one.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's something to be on the lookout for if you're ever people in the chat ever find that in the Goodwill bins or anything. Definitely scoop that one up for sure.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, that was.
You went heavy on the hats this week, so I need to do a little work, I guess. So.
Well, I had another one, but I won't even show that because that's all right. But that wasn't a hat. I had 2 and 2.
All right.
Okay. So you were 0 for 4.
Yeah, I think you were 0 for as well. So him bought for $1.
Yeah.
So 180.
That might have been a video that I've never gotten like a good troll comment on YouTube, but nobody gave me any hate on it. But I did go back the next week and spend like $600 with the guy on that banner.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good score on the hats.
Nice.
But yeah, we'll see it. Yeah. Go Eagles.
Go Lions.
Yeah. Enjoy the playoffs. Enjoy the playoffs, everyone.
Sounds great.
Peace.